We're hearing a lot about historic turning points, watershed moments.
This is a watershed moment for Europe. And Ukraine is part of our European family. It's also a watershed moment for Ukraine.
And Emmanuel Macron was no less dramatic. He said, Europe's future cannot be decided in Washington or Moscow. Basically, we need to take things into our own hands. I think when we're hearing these leaders make these dramatic statements, I think what we have to bear in mind is very much the audiences that they're appealing to, if you like. So I think, first of all, there's Moscow, because we know that Russia is watching the tensions between Ukraine in particular, but also, to an extent, certain NATO member states and others, and Washington, and, rubbing its hands at splits in the alliance. It said as much. And so Europe wants to send a message to say we are preparing, with boosting our defences. But also the message goes to Washington, because all of these meetings, we've got the EU summit today, we've had a whole load of pan-European meetings. There was the one in London on Sunday, for example, in Paris before that. They all fit into a similar pattern. They all have these two aims of helping Ukraine on the one hand and talking about how to boost European defence, to wean this continent off dependence on the United States. But it's not about thumbing their nose at Washington. That's really important to understand. It's actually what European leaders are saying is, in the short and medium term, we really need you, United States. We have just so chronically underinvested in defence for such a long time. We've got gaping holes in our capabilities. So if we take more responsibility, please don't go away.